All right, so today we're diving into something super practical, how to get started learning English right from home.
Yeah.
We've got this intro material from Home English AI,
hmm
and we really want to kind of like pull out the most useful, encouraging stuff to get you going.
Exactly. And, ditch that whole classroom expensive textbooks idea.
Yeah.
This is about making English a skill you build right where you are.
So let's get into that core idea then.
Sure.
This intro really pushes English as a skill like learning guitar or something,
Right.
not just memorizing a bunch of rules. And the cool part is they emphasize just practicing from day one, even if your grammar is a bit rough.
Absolutely. That's so key.
I think that's huge for people.
It is. And there's a real reason why that works when you're speaking and understanding early, even with simple stuff.
Yeah.
It builds that momentum, keeps you going. Like learning to cook. You start with simple meals, not, gourmet French cuisine.
Right.
Those early wins, they fuel the learning.
Totally.
Yeah.
And they break it down to just 3 things you need: listening, repeating, and believing you can do it.
That's it.
Like, that's it.
No fancy equipment, no, prerequisites, just your ears, your voice, and a little confidence.
And it just makes it seem so much less intimidating.
It does. And, if we connect this to how we learn any skill, those 3 things, they're the foundation.
Yeah.
You take in information, you actively use it, and you keep believing you can get better.
Yeah.
It makes the whole thing feel way more achievable.
So, okay, why bother learning English in the first place?
Right.
The source hits on some big ones: better jobs, connecting with people worldwide, enjoying movies without subtitles. And a big one for me personally is the confidence boost.
Yeah, those are all huge motivators, I think, especially that confidence piece. Being able to communicate in another language, it opens up new worlds. It changes how you see yourself.
Totally.
That sense of accomplishment that can be incredibly rewarding.
So what's actually covered in this intro material?
Sure.
It sounds like it's really tailored for daily life at home, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's all about practical home-related English. So learning the names of things around your house.
Okay.
Understanding and using those simple everyday phrases like, can you open the door? Or where is the bathroom?
Right.
Figuring out common mistakes learners make and how to fix them. Some basic listening and speaking practice you can do on your own. And really practical tips to build your confidence while you're learning independently.
Gotcha. So building that vocabulary and understanding, that's useful right away.
That's the idea.
And the big message is that this first step, it's about easing in right. No pressure, no tests, just starting to interact with the language comfortably.
Exactly. It's an invitation to just explore and experiment, without judgment.
Yeah.
This initial stage, it's all about building familiarity and creating that solid base for you to progress from.
So to quickly sum up the core here is that learning English is a practical skill you can start right now at home
Right.
by focusing on listening, repeating what you hear, and believing in your ability to learn.
That's the essence of it. You're taking those first steps towards being more comfortable, more confident with English.
Yeah.
And the more you use it, the more natural it's going to become.
And on that note, think about this. How could just listening to and repeating those common phrases you hear around your house every day, how could that create a surprisingly strong foundation for learning even more complex English later on?
It's a great question.
What other skills do we learn and improve through that same kind of consistent practice?
Right.
That's something to think about.
Definitely.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we're diving deep today into something you can put to use right away. Everyday English phrases.
Love it.
We've got a whole bunch of examples lined up.
Okay.
Like from how you kick off your morning to, like quick chats with your fam, even the stuff you say just in your own head. The goal is pretty simple here. We want you to finish this deep dive feeling way more confident about speaking and understanding English, just out there in the real world.
Absolutely. So we're zeroing in on that practical language,
Yeah.
the kind you actually need for real situations. And a big part of that is figuring out how you can actively improve.
Okay.
As we go along, we'll hit on a few things: morning routines, family interactions, the power of talking to yourself in English,
Well, that's a good one.
and even a quick little listening test
Ooh, fun.
to check your comprehension skills.
Okay, so let's start with those first few moments of the day.
Right.
The source we're looking at gives us some super straightforward phrases like, I just woke up,
Yeah.
or let me brush my teeth. I am making tea. What I'm noticing is how, basic they are.
Totally. They're like the essential building blocks of language.
Yeah.
And even something as simple as, did you sleep well?
Oh, yeah.
Brings in that element of connection, even in those super basic exchanges.
It does. It's like you're acknowledging the other person.
Exactly.
Okay, and then there's this really action-oriented one. It's time to take a shower.
Oh, yeah.
The source actually suggests repeating that a few times.
Yeah.
Like it wants you to really picture yourself saying these things out loud.
Right.
And, with all these morning phrases, you're encouraged to just pause and try saying them yourself.
I love that the key here is moving from just getting it in your head
Right.
to actually producing the language. And that repetition thing,
Yeah.
that really helps make those phrases stick.
It's like practice, right?
Exactly. It's like
Yeah, yeah.
embedding them in your brain so they're there when you need them.
Okay, so thinking about those people we usually talk to first thing in the morning, family. We've got phrases like, breakfast is ready.
Straight to the point.
Super straightforward. Or, can you help me with this? Which is like
That's a good one.
such a clear way to ask for a hand.
Absolutely. And the source highlights something really crucial here.
What's that?
Tone, please clean your room, implies a kind of politeness.
Right.
Whereas, turn off the TV, please, should be calm but firm.
Okay.
And let's eat dinner together has that friendly vibe.
I see what you mean.
It shows how the same words can land in totally different ways.
Yeah, it's all about delivery.
Exactly how you say it matters.
Huge.
Huge, yeah.
Okay, now we get to this fascinating idea.
Okay.
Using English to talk to yourself.
Ooh, inner monologue time.
Yeah, like the source gives these phrases, I am getting ready for work.
Uh-huh.
I have to finish my tasks. Let's make a to-do list.
Oh.
Where did I put my phone?
Well, yeah, relatable.
I will take a break now. It's like a whole conversation.
I know. It's like having this little chat with yourself.
Yeah.
All in English.
What's interesting to me is how often we do that anyway.
We do, right?
Just like narrate our day in our heads.
Totally.
So switching some of that to English, it's kind of a low-pressure way to get comfy with the language.
It is like you're not on stage. You're just,
Exactly.
it's you.
In your own head.
Exactly. And you can do it silently or out loud.
Oh, good point.
Whatever feels right for you.
It's like mental rehearsal.
I like that.
Okay, so the source also has this repeat and recall exercise.
Yeah.
The first 3 sentences are, I am feeling sleepy, the food smells good, and please open the window.
Look.
The idea is to repeat them a few times and then try to remember them
Uh-huh.
without looking or hearing them again.
It's a good challenge.
This exercise is all about,
Your memory.
like actively engaging it.
Absolutely. And even if you can't recall all 3,
Right.
just the effort of trying
Yeah.
strengthens those connections in your brain.
Like it reinforces the language.
Totally.
Okay, and last, we've got a mini listening test.
Ooh, here we go.
3 sentences, I'll be there in 5 minutes.
Okay.
Can you please pass me the salt? And the water is boiling.
Classic.
The task here is just to understand what they mean
Right.
in your own language.
So it's really about comprehension, recognizing those common phrases when you hear them.
Exactly. It's about connecting the sounds
Yeah.
to their meaning, which is like the foundation of understanding spoken English.
Totally.
So to recap, we've covered phrases for starting your day, chatting with family, your own inner thoughts.
Yeah.
We even tested your ability to remember and understand.
It's a workout.
The big takeaway here is active participation.
Love that.
Actually saying the phrases, trying to recall them, and thinking about how you'd use them yourself.
I agree. The real learning happens when you go beyond just reading or listening.
Right,
And
yeah.
start actually engaging with the language.
So it's not passive.
Not passive at all. It's about repetition recall. And figuring out how these phrases translate and apply to your own life.
Exactly. And on that note, think about this.
Right?
Which of these phrases feels like one you could actually use today? Maybe just pick one.
I like that.
Thinking in English on purpose,
Yeah.
even in those small moments, can be surprisingly effective at building your skills over time.
It's all about consistency. Those little steps add up.
You really do.
It's like a language marathon, not a sprint.
I love that analogy.
Thanks.
Okay, so that's our deep dive into everyday English phrases. Hopefully you picked up a few new ones, and more importantly, you're feeling inspired to actually put them to use.
Yeah, go out there and practice. Have fun with it.
Exactly, because the more you use them, the more natural they'll become.
It's all about building confidence and fluency.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Awesome.
Okay, until next time, happy Englishing.
Bye, everyone.